Welcome back to the Stretch Cafe. I'm Peggy Boyer, and today we're going to talk a little bit about stress relief. So we're going to do some stretches for stress relief, because thinking of the last time you felt stress, where did you feel it? Kind of neck and shoulders, shrugging up. So we're going to focus on that. But before we do, I'm going to teach a little breathing technique that's going to offer a time to press the pause button as well as set the reset before you make a response. Super simple. It's called 4-7-8. That's all you have to remember. So what it is 4 inhales in. So 4 beats to an inhale in, hold it at the top for 7, and then 8 is the exhale. So we're going to do 3 rounds of this, and I want you to stay seated, but you want to sit up nice and tall, shoulders over your hips and your feet flat on the floor. And we're gonna just start this. We'll do 3 rounds. I'm not gonna talk. I'm gonna go like this with the hand motion, hold it at the top, and down for 8. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. Okay, that last one, I know I did more than 8 seconds. I teased you there, but just letting all that breath out on the exhalation, did you notice that that next inhale was massive and big? Okay, so if you're a little lightheaded after that, that's totally normal, but we're gonna stay seated for these 2 stretches that I'm gonna show you now. The first one's so simple. Sitting nice and tall, feet on the ground still. You're gonna take your left hand and hold it under your chair. Hold it nice and snug, and that's gonna keep your shoulder down. And then just simply ear to shoulder. So if I'm holding my left hand under the chair, my right ear is on my left shoulder. Add a little bit more weight that I need. I'm just using my fingertips and I'm adding some more pressure here. Feels really good. Just go ahead and breathe into that muscle and make sure your chin isn't tucking and sliding back or forth. Just nice and even, keeping your ear and shoulder in alignment. Okay. And then relax up, and we're going to do the same for the other side. Holding with our right hand under the chair, ear to shoulder with our left. Using my left hand, I'm just using my fingertips just to add a little bit more pressure. Really want to deepen that stretch. And make sure you don't start leaning off to the side. You know how that's easy to do. So nice and tall. Okay, one more breath here in. And on the exhale, let's go ahead and go back to neutral. Okay, this next one is going to feel so delicious because you're going to feel it's going all the way down your traps to your shoulder blades. So simply, you're going to turn your head a little bit and you're going to aim your chin towards your left armpit, tuck your chin, and using your hand again, just the fingertips, add a little more pressure. Now don't curl into it. Keep up nice and tall. And if you need to hang your right arm down, go ahead and do that. I can really feel this. It feels so good. You want to hold these for about 15 seconds. Okay, breathing in and relax, and let's do the other side. So aiming your chin towards your right armpit now, and using your right hand, the fingertips, and just simply adding a little bit more pressure. Nice and easy. You can always hold these longer than 15 seconds, of course, so if you want to hold 30 seconds, whatever you have time for. It's just a great release for those muscles. And then up. Okay, one last stretch, and this is going to feel so good. It's one of my favorite. And you really just hang down and you let your head and everything be super heavy like a rag doll. So in yoga, it's actually called rag doll pose. Okay, you can do it sitting down if you want. I prefer standing up. I'm a little bit more flexible with it, so it feels better for me. But the thing we're going to do different is we're going to interlace our fingers and put it behind our heads. And then we're going to tuck our chin when we're in the folded position and really add that pressure down. So you feel like tingling, and you can tell where all your hot spots are just from the tip of your neck all the way down to your tailbone pretty much. Okay, you ready to try it? So I'm going to stand up and do this. And if you want to stand up too, you might want to back up into a wall, or you can just pop your hip against a desk. But here we go. We're gonna have kind of a wide stance, wider than hip width apart. And you can start with a bend. When I fold over, you might not be able to hear me. So I'm just gonna fold, I'm gonna hang, and then I'm gonna put my hands behind my head. Here we go. Now I want to make sure while you do this, you breathe very deeply into your ribs and you'll feel them expand at the back of your ribs, and it just feels so delicious. Keep going now. Okay, if you want to add a variation in, you can always straighten one leg at a time and you'll feel some more stretch going down your hamstrings, but you don't have to. So otherwise, let's get ready to come up. And I want to make sure we slowly roll our spine all the way up. Don't try to just pop right up. That'll hurt your back. Okay, and that is it for today. Hopefully you take these tips and you can use them wherever, whenever, even at your office desk. I will see you next week, and thank you so much for joining me at the Stretch Cafe. Bye-bye.